Today we will discuss about the cardiomyopathy. For better learning, we will split the term cardiomyopathy into cardiomyopathy. That is cardiomyopathy. Cardio means the heart, myo means the muscles, and pathy means the disease. So cardiomyopathy is the disease of the heart muscle. Now we will look at the normal physiology of the heart. We will consider this as the heart. This is the right atrium, this is the right ventricle, this is the left atrium, and this is the left ventricle. Now, the right side. From right side, we will consider this as the right side. The deoxygenated blood from the right side, it goes into the deoxygenated blood from the body. It goes into the right side of the heart, and it from pulmonary veins it gets into the lungs for the oxygenation. Suppose these are the lungs. From lungs, after the oxygenation, it enters the left side of the body, left side of the heart, and from left side it passes to the body. The right and the left side of the heart pumps simultaneously at the same time. When the blood comes into the heart, when the heart draws the blood, it gets dilated. That means that part gets dilated. And when it contracts, the blood is passed out or released out from the heart. Now, we will focus on the three types of cardiomyopathy. In the first type, when the heart dilates to the excess size, when it dilates from the size which is more than enough, so the muscles over here, muscles of the chambers, stresses a lot, so it becomes thin. So there is decreased power for the muscles, the thin muscles, to pump the blood out of the heart. As in the first case, it dilates a lot, hence the chambers dilates a lot, hence it is called as the dilated cardiomyopathy, the first type of cardiomyopathy. Now, in second type, there is increase in the thickening of the muscle wall of the heart chambers. This can be congenitally. So, there is decreased pumping of the heart and it is referred to as the restrictive because it restricts the heart to pump, so it is restricted cardiomyopathy. In third type, there is the blockage in the heart, so there is decreased pumping out of the blood out of the heart, so the septum becomes hypertrophied. Because of the blockage. So this is called as the hypertrophied cardiomyopathy. So first one is dilated, second one is restricted, and third one is hypertrophied cardiomyopathy. Now we will focus on the causes of cardiomyopathy. The first one is the congenital heart disease. The heart disease which is present from the birth can cause cardiomyopathy. The second one is nutritional deficiencies. Because of the nutritional deficiencies, the cardiomyopathy can occur. And third one is the certain types of cancer. And the fourth one is the past heart surgeries. Now we will focus on the signs and symptoms of the cardiomyopathy. The first one is the pain in the chest. The second one is the patient may feel dizziness, fatigue, loss of appetite. The heart problems mainly the fast heart rate and murmur, the shortness of breath and the weight gain. These are the signs and symptoms of cardiomyopathy. Now we will focus on how to diagnose the cardiomyopathy. The first one, we can do the chest X-ray. The second one, we can do the echocardiogram, and the third, this is the ECG. We can interpret the abnormal heart rhythm and other changes. The fourth one is the stress test. The fifth one is the cardiac catheterization. The catheter is introduced from the groin region or through the radial artery. And the sixth one is the blood test, the routine blood tests, that are the kidney, thyroid and liver test. Here we will focus on the medical management of cardiomyopathy. The first one is the anticoagulant. The anticoagulants mainly dissolve the clot or to reduce the clot formation. The examples of anticoagulants are the heparin and the warfarin. The second one is the beta blockers, which decreases the heart rate, and the examples are the atenolol, metoprolol and propranolol. The third one is the ACE inhibitors, angiotensin converting inhibitors, that is which relaxes the blood vessels. And the examples are the enalapril and the captopril. The fourth one is the statins, which decreases or lowers the cholesterol level. The examples are the simvastatin and atorvastatin. The fifth one is the antiarrhythmic, which control the irregular heart rhythm. The examples are the amiodarone and sotalol. Now we will see the surgical management of cardiomyopathy. The first one is the surgical revascularization procedure. The second one is the cardiac artery bypass graft. The third one is the heart transplant. In CABG, the graft is created to improve in the heart to improve the blood circulation, and the heart transplant in which the whole heart is transplanted. Thank you guys. Hope this video you will find helpful.